All right, let's get into today's episode because the hits just keep coming. We've got Mark Carney lecturing Olympians about a divided and uncertain world. Canada quietly losing tens of thousands of jobs. The unemployment rate being massaged like a PR statistic. A China deal that reads like a Trojan horse instruction manual. And Chrystia Freeland popping up on Bill Maher like Americans are suddenly fine again. Wow. Awesome. Well, we got a busy day. Let's get into it. All right, let's start with this gem. Mark Carney released a video wishing Team Canada luck at the Olympics. Well, that sounds harmless, right? Until, of course, he couldn't resist squeezing in the same line he uses in every single speech. Let's see if you know what I'm talking about. Have a listen.
Good luck, Team Canada. You've earned this moment. After long days and late nights, through discipline, sacrifice, and relentless effort, you're ready to compete at the highest level. And our country is right behind you. In a more divided and uncertain world, you're...
Oh, there it is. In a more undivided and uncertain world. Buddy, they're athletes. They're not running for the UN Security Council. Every time Carney speaks, it's like he's narrating a trailer for a dystopian Netflix series. And let's be honest, his endorsements are cursed. The Blue Jays, lost. Oilers, lost. Rugby, lost. See, if I'm an Olympian and Mark Carney wishes me luck, I'm checking my life insurance policy. Now let's talk about the economy, because this is where it gets insulting. Canada lost 25,000 jobs. Now, this is not spin. This is the headline. But wait, the government and media are cheerfully announcing that unemployment rates dropped to 6.5%. Wow, amazing. How does that happen? Oh wait, it's because 94,000 Canadians stopped looking for work. Oh. Well, then that's not a recovery. That's actually people giving up. See, like if your house is on fire and people leave the building, you don't brag that occupancy went down. And it gets a lot worse. Let's take a look at the private sector. Oh, good Lord. 247,000 job losses. Public sector losses, 10,300. See, this is not a rounding error. The private economy hasn't grown since April of last year. The only thing expanding right now is government payrolls and excuses. Now, this is where things get genuinely disturbing. Mark Carney signs a so-called strategic partnership with China, and buried inside it are police cooperation and propaganda-related agreements. Yikes, man. And the National Post calls them exactly what they are: Trojan horses. These are not trade deals about canola and cars. They're about influence. The language, of course, sounds harmless: cultural exchange, media cooperation, people-to-people ties. But that's how every soft power operation starts. China does not export free speech. It exports control. That's just what it does. This deal revives cooperation with China's Ministry of Public Security, the same apparatus linked to illegal overseas police stations that are operating here in Canada. We're just going to normalize this? Listen, if an authoritarian state famous for censorship wants to cooperate on policing and information, the correct response is skepticism, not a handshake and a photo op. Look at this. Canada does not need Trojan horses. Canada needs a spine. Next up, grocery prices. Now, ain't this the most adorable headline you've ever read? Carney blames conservatives for worse food inflation in the G7. Oh, really? Okay. Well, Carney also promised Canadians we judge them by the cost of food. Well, congratulations, Carney. The food prices are brutal. And now the excuse parade begins. Apparently, this has nothing to do with carbon taxes, energy costs, transportation, fertilizer prices, or supply chain. No, it's greedy CEOs, and it's price gouging. Yeah, right. Okay, sure. Yeah, because grocery stores suddenly discovered greed in the last few years. Right around the time the government decided to tax everything that moves. Weird coincidence. Can't be related, right? See, listen, you don't lower food prices by taxing fuel, trucking, farming, and refrigeration. You just make everything more expensive, and then you blame someone else. Wow. And finally, on a lighter note, Chrystia Freeland is going on the Bill Maher show tonight. Oh, okay. Remember when we were told Americans were dangerous, toxic, imperialist villains? Yeah, I do. It was literally yesterday. Apparently that rule suddenly doesn't apply when there's a US TV audience, though. So where's all the outrage from the left? Where's the screaming about American interference? Where's the traitors and selling out your country? Where's all this talk? Oh, nowhere. That's funny. And it's really funny how the elbows up crowd drops their elbows when there's a Hollywood couch involved. Weird. This is so wild, isn't it? So to recap, jobs are disappearing, people are giving up, China's embedding itself deeper into Canadian institutions, food prices are climbing, and the government's response is fear messaging, finger pointing, and what a surprise, more photo ops. I don't know about you guys, but this is not leadership. This is damage control. So drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to leave a like and a subscription. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.